Stood back there, didn't she? Didn't commit to the hit, move through the ball. I was sure didn't have as much pace on. Didn't need the base to stay backwards.
Oh dear. Oh, it's 3 big unforced errors in a row. And Świątek looked like it was going to be a comfortable hold.
And again though, wasn't it? It was the block, slow, short return, and Świątek just not moving forwards, which is something she's been doing to put the pressure on in this second set.
A few times she has missed off the block return. It's the variation, isn't it, from the world number 1. A really good fight in the second set from Świątek. It's been a far more competitive set, but it's in danger of slipping away from the pole. Match point for Barty.
Well, that's a way to save a match point. Unplayable.
Clever from Świątek. Played with fire, but on that occasion didn't get burnt. Saves a match point and stays alive in this semi-final for now. Barty, though, with the chance to serve it out in a few moments' time. Well, if you had to design a semi-final, you couldn't have designed one better than this. The world number 1 and a big Australian home, Barty, taking on the defending champion at the Adelaide International, player who's won 8 straight matches, only dropped 1 set throughout her time here in South Australia. Świątek, 2 players who are so much fun to watch, so much court craft and creativity, as well as ultimate tennis skill.
Thursday, November 30th, 2023. This is my 4th day in a row, actually. I was about to say third, but 4th day in a row covering this match between Ashleigh Barty and Świątek. It's from January 2022, just a couple of years ago. And right now, Iga tried to stage a comeback in the second set. She was down 3-1, and then she was down 4-2, and now we just saw her stave off a match point from the world number 1, Ashleigh. Of course, we all know Iga is now the world number 1, and Ashleigh is retired, but it's super fun to look back at this match. These players only played twice against each other in their pro careers before Ashleigh retired at age 25. But this one is really interesting. It's a match over there in South Australia. Of course, Ashleigh is from Australia, so basically most of the crowd is rooting for Ashleigh in this one. And then, of course, Iga is from our beloved Poland. But this one is actually kind of, it's really 2 different personalities in this match. 2 different personalities. Ashleigh is stone cold and calm, and Iga is calm as well, but she gets a little rattled in this one. we may take a look at that tomorrow on Friday. But there was a moment during a changeover in this match where she looks at her coach and really starts probably just wanting more coaching. But it was an emotional plea to her coach and her team that she needed some information. There was even a moment during this second set where Iga went to serve, and then she had the ball in her hand and she felt like the ball was too flat, so she hit it into the umpire and said, "Hey, take this off the court." There was another moment where Iga challenged a few points, which is obviously normal in any tennis match. No challenges from Ashleigh in this match, but Iga throwing out a couple of challenges, and we're super close in winning them, but to no avail. And we saw yesterday, there was a moment yesterday on Best Muscle Video, we showed Iga doing her distraction thing. That probably was a hindrance, but was not called. But it was just fun to watch and see, and no disrespect to Iga or Ashleigh. This is just a super fun match to watch. Two different styles of tennis, really. Iga being the more agile and quick player, and actually Iga has quite a few. I didn't think she didn't have too many aces in the first set, but she turned on the aces a little bit more in the second set. But what I was about to say for Ashleigh is she's a much more powerful hitter, and really in the second set, and Ashleigh ends up winning this match 6-2, 6-4. But Iga trying to stage a little bit of a comeback here, and she really just found the angles in the second set. Some really neat shots from her that kept Ashleigh away from the middle of the court, really. And I think that was a really interesting strategy. Maybe that was something that her coach told her. It's hard to tell. First of all, it's hard to hear them when they talk to each other on the side of the court. But second of all, they're speaking in Polish. So I know you guys watching right now in Poland would probably be able to hear him. Whereas me, I just annoyingly just speak English. But hope you're enjoying the shirt today. I get so many comments on the shirt all the time, so I always wear it. Hopefully I'm in focus right now. It is, you wouldn't believe how late it is right now on Thursday night. So I hope you enjoyed all the Iga Świątek fun that we have talking about her this week and last week and all throughout November. We are just waiting for December 21st before Iga Świątek takes the court again in the World Tennis League for some exhibition matches, and then she'll start the season, of course, in January for her 2024 season. We'll see how long she can maintain her #1 world ranking, which we all hope will be a very long time. There is a thanks button. I mentioned this one time every video. There is a thanks button right there on YouTube on your phone or your computer. It just says the word thanks right there on the bottom right of the video player. Do you see that? If you scroll down below the video, you can send me money that way. So you just click on the word thanks. Any amount would be so wonderful. If you can't do that over there in Poland or anywhere in the world, here is my PayPal URL. And please, after you send, feel free to DM me on Instagram so I can say thank you. The financial support is absolutely wonderful, so thank you so much. And I think the thanks button on the bottom right of the video player is like super easy. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you do not send, absolutely no worries, obviously, because I'm just so thankful that you're here. I am wondering if tomorrow on Friday, if we're going to continue covering this Iga Świątek Ashleigh Barty match from 2022, or if we're going to move on to something else. If you're not familiar with Best Muscle Video on YouTube, this is a channel we're posting one video every single day about Iga Świątek 7 days a week. So come back here, enjoy it. I've been seeing there hasn't really been too much Iga Świątek postings on YouTube besides this channel, especially now that there's downtime in tennis. So keep it here, have some fun. I enjoy the comments below the video player, positive or negative. Hopefully, let's keep it positive. Show a lot of love to everyone around the world. Always fun looking at the analytics of the channel and seeing where everyone's watching and stuff like that. But I'll be honest with you, I have not watched too many Ashleigh Barty matches in my time. I embarrassingly admit, full transparency there. So wow, watching this entire match, watching the first set yesterday and this match for the first time ever, and then watching the second set, wow. I mean, it's you get an appreciation for how good Ashleigh Barty was and probably still is. If she were to make a comeback, maybe, who knows, she could come back. You never know. But she did just deliver her first child this year, So that's really exciting for her and her husband, obviously, and their family. And she's doing a lot of good things over there in Australia. If you're watching from Australia right now, what do you think about Ashleigh Barty? And what is the country like? I've never been to Australia, and I've never been to Poland. So tell me more about Poland. If I ever visit Poland, where should I visit? Should I just go straight to Warsaw and hang out there, or is there other places you'd recommend? I know that I'll give you some more transparency, and I need to look this up. I apologize. I know that Poland obviously borders Ukraine, but what other countries border Ukraine? Is it Romania? Is it, I don't think Poland borders Russia. So what other countries around on the, I guess, the west side and the north side? Tell me in the comments what borders Poland. I know I could look it up in Google, but I just love to hear from you guys. If I see this in the comments, you tell me what countries border Poland. I would just get a huge kick out of that and enjoy the love and can learn from you guys. Polish language, I wish I spoke it. I see the word jazda all the time. I'm probably not pronouncing that word correctly. Jazda all the time in the comment section on YouTube. I was just reading a couple of comments right before I started recording this video here on Thursday night, November 30th, and some Polish language in there today. So that was super fun. Iga Świątek, she really captured a lot of Americans' attention. I'm filming in the United States right now, as I always do, and she captured a lot of people's attention when she won the U.S. Open a couple, what was that, like almost exactly a year and a couple months ago. So it was wonderful seeing her do that. And of course, she's got 3 French Opens, but under her belt, 3 French Open titles, and then hasn't won the Australian Open or Wimbledon yet. Do you think she'll win Wimbledon? Will she win Wimbledon? That's a tough one, I think. I don't think she's ever been to a quarterfinal in Wimbledon. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. She always seems to bow out in the 3rd or 4th round of Wimbledon. I don't remember who beat her in Wimbledon this year. And then Ostapenko beat her in the U.S. Open this year. I believe she won the French Open this year. And then I believe Rybakina from Kazakhstan, she beat her in the Australian Open. So it'll be interesting to see who, dare I say it out loud, who is going to beat Iga Świątek in a Grand Slam this year. Maybe she'll win the Grand Slam, aka win all 4 Grand Slams, but no one's done that in like forever. So it'll be interesting to see who her nemesis are, if you will, in the Grand Slams this year. She has such a wonderful game. I think I want to say in this match between Ashleigh and Iga, it was one of the first matches maybe that, not first matches, but, you know, the first dozen, if you will, matches that her coach was hired by her to help her win and help her game and all that. So this is early 2022, I believe. She hired her new coach, which is still her coach today, in 2021. So really interesting to see him. He seems like a stand-up guy. And Iga Świątek obviously comes from a athletic family. Her father is a former Olympian, I believe, and she's got some siblings that I don't think are in professional sports, but I know she has a sister, and I've never seen her mom attend any of her matches, but I've definitely seen her dad to make the travel and see her watch. So it's a lot of fun. And so December 21st, we will see Iga Świątek on court again in some exhibition matches. It's the same tournament she played in December last year. And really, it's just a fun practice tournament, if you will. And then, although I'm sure they get paid a lot of money to go down there. And then I've heard that she's not playing the United Cup, which is interesting. So let me know if I'm wrong on that. That's a pretty popular tournament that the countries play each other, and Iga Świątek may not play the United Cup representing Poland, but I could be wrong. So to correct me on that, I felt like I read that in the comment section on YouTube that she's not going to play the United Cup, which is, I believe, earlier this year in the United Cup, she lost to Jessica Pegula, and I think that was that match where she cried after that match. But Yeah, there were some, I'll end on this. There were some downs, obviously, for Iga this year, but, you know, one down probably being she lost in the Cincinnati Open to Coco Gauff, that she's beaten Coco millions of times. And the United Cup was probably a letdown for her, and then not being able to defend her title or at least go further in the tournament in the U.S. Open is probably a downer. But other than that, what a wonderful year for Iga Świątek, and to be able to retain the #1 ranking before the end of the year, to basically take it away from Sabalenka after Sabalenka took over as world #1 is really, really neat and interesting. And no disrespect to Sabalenka, but she didn't have the #1 ranking for too long. So that's got to be kind of interesting to kind of go through that. I wonder how many times that's happened where a player has only been ranked #1 for just like a month or so, which happened to Sabalenka this year. My name is Chris Barty. You got that thanks button on the bottom right of the video player. Please support me. Any amount helps. It's right there on your phone or your computer. Just said the word thanks. It's super easy. Click on it. You can send me money that way. You can also, here's my PayPal URL if you want to use that to send me some financial support, please. It's so late right now and I'm like super tired and I need money for food. And if you want to add me on Instagram or check me out on Instagram or DM me, please do so. I read all the messages and all the comments. I'm just so thankful. Hope you love the shirt. I know you love Iga Świątek if you're still watching this far into the video. And I will see you right back here tomorrow, the first day of December tomorrow, December 1st, Friday, tomorrow night, hopefully at a relatively decent hour. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be in this studio right here, which is in South Lake, which is a suburb of Dallas, Texas, in the southern part of the United States, or if I'm going to be actually in Dallas, which is about 25, 30 minutes from here, in another studio. So we'll see what studio I'm at. Now that I think about it and say that out loud, I probably will be in the Dallas studio. So I'll see you tomorrow. Not sure if tomorrow we're going to do more Ashleigh Barty, Iga Świątek coverage on this match or just move on to something else. But whatever it is, I hope you find it unique. I hope you enjoy it, and I will talk to you soon. See you tomorrow. Bye.